Most men completely miss it. They believe attraction is all about how they look, how much money they have, or the right words they say. But let me tell you something. It's not. There's one specific part of a woman's body that, if she lets you touch it, it means something deeper has already clicked inside her. And no, it's not what you're thinking. This is something subconscious, emotional, almost instinctual. When a woman allows this touch, it signals that her guard is down, her trust is growing, and she's starting to see you differently from every other man. Miss this signal and you remain just another guy. Understand it and everything changes. Because here's what most men never realize. Attraction is rarely built in loud moments. It's built in subtle emotional experiences, tiny reactions, quiet comfort. The way she unconsciously relaxes around you, the way her body stops defending itself when you're near. Women don't usually fall for men because of one perfect line or one dramatic move. They fall because something about a man feels emotionally safe, emotionally steady, emotionally calming. And the scary part? Most men are so focused on impressing women that they completely ignore the silent language women are constantly speaking. If you've ever been confused by mixed signals, if you've ever wondered why one woman seemed deeply connected to you while another stayed emotionally distant no matter how hard you tried, then this video is going to change the way you see attraction forever. And before we go deeper, take a second to like the video, subscribe, and comment below with one word: connection. I want to know how many people here are genuinely trying to understand women on a deeper psychological level instead of playing games. I want to know how many people here are genuinely trying to understand women on a deeper psychological level instead of playing games. Because the truth is, emotional intelligence is becoming more attractive than ever, and the men who understand this are the ones women never forget. I'm Maggie, host of Queen of Psychology YouTube channel. And today, I want to talk to you about something most dating advice completely misunderstands. Not manipulation, not fake confidence, not pretending to be an alpha. I'm talking about the psychology of trust through touch, and the one signal that often reveals more than words ever could. You see, touch is never just physical. Neuroscientists have studied this for years. Human touch activates emotional processing centers in the brain, including areas linked to trust, bonding, and emotional regulation. In simple terms, your touch doesn't just touch her skin, it touches her nervous system. And a woman's nervous system is constantly asking one question around a man: am I safe here? That question matters more than most men understand. Because when a woman feels unsafe emotionally, even if she finds a man physically attractive, her body closes off. She becomes guarded, tense, controlled. But when she feels emotionally secure, her body softens naturally, her defenses lower without her even realizing it. That's why attraction is not just visual, it's neurological, emotional, biological, and this is where most men completely fail. They assume all touch means the same thing. They think touching a shoulder is equal to touching her hand. They think holding her waist means the same thing as touching her face. But women experience touch emotionally, not mechanically. Different areas of the body carry different psychological meanings. Let me give you a real example. Imagine a woman on a first date. A man lightly touches her shoulder while laughing. She doesn't pull away. That's neutral territory. It simply means she's comfortable enough to allow him into her personal space. But later, while crossing the street, he gently takes her hand, and she holds it longer than necessary. Now something deeper is happening emotionally. Her nervous system is no longer just tolerating him, it's beginning to trust him. And trust is the real gateway to attraction. Not status, not money, not rehearsed lines. Trust. One psychology study found that people decide whether someone feels emotionally safe within minutes of interaction, often before conscious attraction fully develops. That means women are reading your energy long before they evaluate your appearance the way you think they are. That's why some men walk into a room and instantly make women relax, while others create tension without understanding why. Now here's something important most people never talk about. Women are extremely sensitive to emotional congruence. In other words, they can often feel when a man's words and emotional state don't match. A man may say all the right things, but if underneath he feels desperate, angry, insecure, manipulative, or needy, women usually sense it through body language, tone, timing, and touch. That's why emotional grounding is so powerful. A calm man creates emotional safety. A reactive man creates emotional uncertainty. And women subconsciously respond to that difference immediately. Think about the moments when a woman naturally moves closer to a man. It's usually not after he bragged about himself. It's after she laughed deeply, after he listened without interrupting, after he made her feel emotionally seen. Those moments create nervous system relaxation, and relaxation creates openness. Now let's talk about the progression of touch, because this is where the psychology becomes fascinating. The arms and shoulders are usually the first level. These are socially acceptable areas, friendly areas. If a woman comfortably allows touch there, it means you've passed the first emotional filter. She doesn't see you as threatening. But hands are different. Hands carry emotional intimacy because they symbolize connection. Think about it. We hold hands with lovers, children, parents, people we trust. Holding hands activates emotional bonding responses in the brain. That's why a simple hand touch can feel more intimate than something far more physical. And women know this instinctively. A woman who interlocks fingers with you slowly, who squeezes your hand while talking, who absent-mindedly traces your palm while sitting next to you, is often revealing emotional comfort without saying a word. Then comes the waist and lower back. This area is psychologically important because she usually cannot fully monitor it visually, which means allowing touch there requires a stronger level of subconscious trust. If she leans into it instead of stiffening up, her body is communicating comfort. But here's the mistake many men make. They rush, and rushing instantly destroys emotional safety. One of the biggest attraction killers for women is feeling emotionally pressured. The moment a woman senses that a man is trying to force intimacy instead of allowing connection to develop naturally, her nervous system goes into defense mode. That's why patience is attractive. Patience communicates confidence. Desperation communicates insecurity, and women feel the difference immediately. Now let's move into the deeper emotional territory, the neck and face. These areas are incredibly vulnerable psychologically. The neck contains the pulse. The face contains identity. When a woman allows gentle touch here and responds positively, it usually means she feels emotionally safe enough to become vulnerable. But pay attention to her reactions. Does she lean in? Does she soften her expression? Does she close her eyes for a second? Does her breathing change? Women communicate emotional truth through micro-reactions constantly. The body almost always reveals what words try to hide. And now we arrive at the one area most connected to emotional trust: her hair. This is the signal most men overlook completely. Hair is deeply personal for women. It's tied to identity, femininity, self-expression, and emotional comfort. Many women unconsciously touch their own hair when nervous, attracted, emotional, or vulnerable. It becomes an extension of emotional expression itself. So when a woman allows a man to touch her hair naturally, especially without hesitation, something significant is happening psychologically. She trusts him, not just physically, emotionally. Because allowing someone to touch your hair requires surrendering a level of personal control, and women rarely allow that with men they don't feel safe around. Now let me be very clear about something. This is not permission to randomly touch women's hair. That's exactly the kind of misunderstanding that destroys attraction. The point is not to force the gesture. The point is to recognize what it means when it happens naturally. Maybe she places your hand there herself. Maybe she leans into your touch. Maybe she rests against you while talking late at night and doesn't pull away when you move a strand of hair from her face. Those moments matter because they are emotionally unconscious. They happen when trust has already been built. And this is why emotional presence matters so much more than performance. Let me tell you a story. A woman once described two completely different dating experiences. One man was objectively attractive, successful, charismatic, but she said every interaction felt performative, like he was trying to win her instead of understand her. She never fully relaxed around him. The second man was quieter, less flashy, but she said something powerful about him. I felt calm around him. That was the man she fell deeply for. Why? Because emotional safety creates emotional attachment. Research in attachment psychology consistently shows that people bond more deeply with individuals who make them feel emotionally regulated, understood, and accepted. In relationships, the nervous system remembers how someone made us feel long after it forgets specific words. That's why some people become unforgettable. Not because they were perfect, but because they made us feel emotionally safe enough to be ourselves. And honestly, this changes everything about dating. Because instead of asking, how do I impress her? The better question becomes, how do I make her feel around me? Does she feel judged, pressured, anxious? Or does she feel relaxed, appreciated, emotionally free? That's the real game most people never learn. And women know when a man genuinely respects boundaries. Ironically, the men who don't obsess over forcing intimacy are often the ones women trust enough to become intimate with naturally. Because trust cannot be manipulated. It can only be earned. Slowly, consistently, through emotional steadiness, through listening, through patience, through authenticity. And here's something I really want you to think about. How many connections fail not because attraction was missing, but because emotional safety was? How many people sabotage intimacy by trying too hard to accelerate it? How many men never realize that women are paying attention to energy more than performance? These questions matter. Because once you understand the psychology behind attraction, you stop chasing reactions and start building connection. And connection is what creates lasting desire. Not games, not tactics, not fake confidence. Real emotional connection. So the next time a woman allows certain kinds of touch, whether it's her hand, her face, her waist, or especially her hair. Understand what may actually be happening underneath the surface. She may be telling you something emotionally that words cannot fully express. I trust you. I feel safe with you. I'm letting my guard down around you. And in today's world, where genuine emotional trust has become increasingly rare, that kind of openness is not small. It's meaningful. If this video changed the way you understand attraction and emotional connection, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And I really want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think emotional safety matters more than physical attraction in modern relationships? Read through the comments too, because some of the most insightful conversations happen there. And remember this, touch is never just touch. Sometimes it's the silent language of trust.